Cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Monday, June the 12th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a. All right, so we get right into this, and we see Hope is fantasizing about Thomas. Okay. I'm going to pick this up later because Steffi comes in. Baby, Hope didn't even hear Steffi, and Steffi's like, what you doing? And Hope was like, I was just thinking about, Rome and everything. And she was like, everything is under control. And Steffi's like, that's a strange way of phrasing it. Everything is under control. She's implying that you were thinking about Thomas. That's what you was doing. And you talking about your feelings under control. She says, but you say everything's all good. We know how Liam feels about this, but how do you feel, Hope? And she says, listen, Thomas has worked really hard on my line, and Steffi says he sure did. He's redirected all of his creative energy into this line or whatever, and I don't want to see anyone take advantage of that. I said, "Oh my gosh, Steffi, you are beating a dead horse at this point. I just like I can't have this conversation with y'all anymore." But Hope just tells her you could stop implying I can handle my line, I can handle my marriage and everything else. I don't need your help with it. And so at that point, Thomas comes in. Now earlier Thomas had been with Brooke and Ridge, and they was talking about, he's told Brooke he was happy that she was coming to Paris, and she said, yeah, I want to celebrate my daughter. And he said, and you can see how good we work together. Okay, anyways, so then Carter comes in. He says, "Yeah, we're gonna need Brooke Logan because they wanna hear from you too." And she said, "Really?" And Reed said, "Brooke Logan, you're famous, So they were all like, "Yeah, it makes sense why you would come." Then Carter ends up leaving. Okay, bye, Carter. So he ends up leaving, and they're talking, and they start talking about, Thomas says he wish Taylor could come. Baby, for what? What is Taylor coming for? If she want to come, hop her ass on a plane and she can take her own self to Rome. I mean, then she can come, but what's she coming with the company for? She don't work there. She does not work there. She might as well, but she does not work there, so she good right where she is. But anyways, Brooke says, I know about, everything that went down with Taylor and all that. And he was like, Thomas is just pretty much like, we just want to be examples. So he leaves because he said he finna go and mess with Hope, right? Because they had some last minute things they got to talk to. And Brooke looks at him. And so when he leaves, Bridge is like, what was that? What was that look? You think something's going on between Hope and Thomas? And she said, you know what? I'm staying out of it. Because Brooke, even though Hope been throwing her under the bus and been talking about her bad, she's still loyal to this girl because that is her child or whatever. So she's still loyal to her. So that's all. I don't even remember what happened between these two. I can't. You're not gonna entice me with these boring same dialogues over and over again. But they're all going to Rome. So then we go over here and we see Wyatt and Liam. And here they go. Wyatt is asking Liam questions. Liam doesn't hear anything because he's daydreaming about his wife cheating on him with Thomas and going to Rome. I said, now wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you the same way I told Thomas about Taylor. You could go. Like, you got a private jet. Go over there and say you want to support your wife and go. Like, take the private jet and go to Rome. Like, y'all making this more complicated than what it needs to be. Bubbles, pop, pop. Yeah, blow. Y'all making this more complicated than what it needs to be. Like, get y'all butts on some planes and private jets and go to Rome if you feel this serious about it. And Wyatt is just like, you don't have to worry. Just trust Hope. You don't have to worry about Thomas. I mean, you don't have to worry about Hope. Just trust her. And we all know how Thomas is, but you have to have faith in Hope. And the problem is Liam doesn't have the faith in Hope. That's the problem. He thinks she is having a little got the hots. That's what my mama used to say. She got the hots. Got the hots for Thomas. That's the problem. Anyways, y'all. That's it with them. Let's move on. So we go back over here And Thomas comes into the office, like I was telling you earlier. He comes in and see Steffi and Hope are there, and he says, "Is something wrong?" And they were like, "No, everything's great." This was Hope, and he says, "It seems a little tense in here," and he already know what Steffi is doing, and so Steffi talks about she just wants to make sure everything is all good with them and stuff, and Thomas says, "I hear what you're saying without saying it, and there's nothing going on here. We're hoping our good is a professional working relationship, and you can leave." And so she ends up leaving or whatever with her clipboard over her stomach. So she ends up leaving the office, and Thomas is just like, "I'm sorry about that." And she said, "I can handle Steffi. She's been dealing with her for a while." And then he says, they start talking about Liam, and he says he just loves you and he wants to see you succeed and all this. And did y'all see the look Hope gave when Thomas was saying that? Like, ugh. I said, girl, yeah, what is that look? Anyways, child, her and Thomas said they're glad to be working together. Oh, because she had told Steffi that, because Steffi said, "How do you feel about Thomas coming on this trip?" And Hope had told her, she's happy because Thomas worked hard for her line and stuff. And then Steffi trying to act like, yeah, he did work hard and he revived your line. It- Let's move on. I'm not going to even go into it. I've said it enough. So, anyways, now that Steffi's gone, they continue to talk, and Thomas wants to just look over a few things, and so they looking over stuff. Baby, this is the part that behooved me. Okay, let me ask y'all something. How many of you have had a fantasy, and in the fantasy, your hair was blowing? I said, what the what? Hope, come back to reality. Whoa, this is just so stupid. She had her hair blowing, the fan was blowing her hair, and she was on top of Thomas. And I said, girl, you can't even fantasize good. Bye, girl. Y'all, at the end of the day, that was the bold and the beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the bold and the beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.